Hello everybody, welcome back to Ratchet and Clank 2 Going Commando. My name is Barry John and I have two voices with an internet connection to guide me through this game, hopefully. I will let them introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Laylite.
Hi, I'm Speedball.
Welcome back, guys.
Alright, tutorial complete. Now we're actually gonna get into, I guess, the first real level of the game.
Nice view here. And I see we've got friendly little guys flying around.
I appreciate this kind of artistic dreariness. Like, it's a bold effort to put, like, the swamp level as your first real big level in the game, but from what I recall, I think this is a pretty good introduction.
At least it's a regular swamp and not a poison swamp.
Yeah.
Well, it would be purple if it was a poison swamp.
I don't think the poison world in the first game was purple. Oh, hold on. There we go.
Oh, there you go. Standing on a railing. Perfectly safe.
Yep. I just feel like shooting these guys down.
I mean, it's a futuristic plasma blaster. It doesn't have a kickback, so I guess it's alright.
But, skill point. Oop, hold on. I want to do special. Skill points.
Well, at least they give you names for these, even if they don't give you descriptions. Like, maybe they give you the descriptions after you beat the game or something.
Yeah. But when you complete the game, you can use skill points down here for New Game Plus. Also, you can use them to enable cheats.
Sounds like the kind of cheats that are just for fun for people who don't really need them.
Yeah. Alright, hold on, I need to check something here. Going this way is the primary objective, and then we'll loop back around and do the secondary objective for this. Whoa.
Well, yeah, if you want a reminder about the plot, you can get one.
Yep.
But yeah, that's definitely one thing I remember from playing this game back in the day, is just the controls are so silky smooth. Like, once you get used to them, you can really fly all over the place and shoot, like, while you're on the move. You can get done whatever you want to get done.
Oh, absolutely. So here's our first two new weapons available, and you can tell that we're going to be getting a lot of bolts in this game.
Always need more money. Always.
First platinum bolt is after you purchase the tractor beam.
And press square.
Yeah, I mean, to their credit, like, they give you exactly two things to buy, and from what I recall, those two weapons are pretty solid. Like, you're happy to have them once you have them.
Oh yeah, the
point-blank
shredder
grenades are always a great time.
Yeah. The shredder gun is... Oh, damn it.
There you go. I mean, this is supposed to be the real attraction of console gaming, was ever, like, increasingly lovingly rendered explosions.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, I wasn't able to save that poor guy from being dragged underneath by something.
I'm sure I'll turn up somewhere else.
True. I also love how unobtrusive the UI is in this game when you're not needing bits and bobs of it.
Yeah, like if you're doing great, why show your health? That'll take you out of the flow. Just keep shooting and feeling good that you're not getting hit.
Your maximum nanotech has increased. Defeat more enemies to increase.
There we go. Now you can see how at the top there I've got 5 little segments for my health instead of 4.
I appreciate also that they're kind of like spawning enemies by letting them come in from off-scene, like jump in and out of the water, jumping in from like inaccessible terrain, like none of this teleporting stuff, none of this fade-in stuff.
Yeah, they make an effort to show the origin of the enemies. They don't just, do monster closets.
Yeah, or if they're standing there, like if they were already there when you got there, idle animations for enemies.
Yeah. And I have the chopper now, but not the blitz gun. The blitz gun is going to come later.
Alright, players just saved up all their money and they spent it on something. They want immediate payoff. Oh yeah, the angled projectiles.
The semi-seeking angled projectiles.
Immediate payoff.
Yep. An absolutely beautiful gun because it turns around and goes, you know what, you don't have to aim perfectly. It'll do the aiming for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's got limited ammo, but hey, if there's anything even... Like, that's my big advice for playing this game, is, like, use your weapons. They're all amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, 35 ammo might not seem like a lot. It'll last you a bit, and they'll give you ammo refills. You know, and if you ever do run out, there's plenty of other guns you can use instead.
And the wrench is always something you can fall back on.
Yeah, like they want you to have fun. They don't want you to feel like ammo starved. They'll give you enough to work with.
Yeah. Now, I'm not going to disable the tutorial messages because, as we learned last game, there's an actual person in-universe giving you these messages. I don't want to be rude to her.
Sound effects, a little glowy trail. Oh, the developers just really love playing these things.
Yeah.
Making them feel good.
And as you run low on ammo, your ammo counter starts flashing red as well.
I didn't even take any damage there. You were quick on the draw and just got out of there, and you're fine. Keep going.
Doink.
Yeah, you don't need Clank to do a double jump. That's nice.
Now, at this point, the game would tell you, hey, you can hold the L2 button or the R2 button to do strafing. But because I'm already doing it, the game recognizes that I don't have to be taught it.
Oh, nice. That is a quality of life feature.
Exactly. Like, it's so easy to just kind of overlook this stuff, but it's nice.
And it's a New Game Plus feature because it's like, oh yes, the player already knows how to do this. We don't need to remind them how to do it.
Get past the slap weeds.
I have no shame in admitting that usually the chopper is my first upgraded weapon. It's just so easy to use.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about action games like this one is that usually, like, a big amount of danger comes when you're surrounded by a ton of little tiny annoying enemies, so having a gun that's great at just getting rid of swarms of them seems like a slam dunk.
And the second skill point is busting up the Megacorp store right after you got the gadget.
Right, so here's the Megacorp store. Hold on. So the dynamo here basically acts as a mobility enabler or a transition point gate.
Yeah, context-sensitive button.
Yep.
Thank you for choosing for our customers first.
Chopper up these guys here.
Looks like the janitor hasn't been here in a while.
Actually, hold on. I'm going to do something here. Double tap the triangle and... Yep. Double tapping the weapon select button just switches you back to your previous thing here.
That's pretty convenient. You know, you'll have a primary weapon for dealing with the enemies, and you know, you can use your rush coil to get to where you need to go, and then you can keep gunning.
Right. So, people are Speedball's got a list up about skill points and the gold bolts that we'll be acquiring in this game. Actually, that's something I wanted to point out. The bolts in the original game were steel colored, basically. But the bolts in this, and the special bolts in the first game were gold bolts. But now, gold bolts are regular currency.
Yeah, you've got to use Bean Kingdom coins, not Mushroom Kingdom coins.
Megacorp will service to anyone.
I mean, we are in a different galaxy after all.
Oh, yeah.
Hey. Oh my god, the guy celebrated hitting Ratchet.
Yeah, he like,
They don't get to do that very often, so...
Wow.
Plus, you know, giving enemies, early game enemies like this, taunts like that, makes it so that they don't just combo you to death so quickly. Give you some time to reorient yourself and then punish a smuggler.
Discount on all Megacorp merchandise. Tax laws still apply.
That's fine. Insurance will cover that.
Yeah, I just don't know how much I have to destroy in order to get the skill point, or if I have to come back here later with, you know, a full set of guns and...
Yeah, there might be, like, one piece of scenery that's, like, implausibly difficult to destroy or something.
Mm-hmm. And now I'm out of ammo for 2 guns.
Well, if nothing else, you're getting more pocket change for building up to whatever it is that you need to buy next down the line.
Yeah, but I mean, this is a Ratchet and Clank game. There are going to be, and don't forget there are going to be money gates as well, where you need to buy a piece of equipment to advance.
Sure.
For choosing
Well, hopefully when that time comes, you should already be well over the quota, or even if you're not, like, probably they'll be polite and give you a source for some easy money, like, right there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they really tend to roadblock you with that sort of thing. It's like you said, it's more of a sink than a block per se.
Yeah. Also, I love the back, like, that generic, like, just stop and listen for a second. Not to that. But just the generic, you know, that insipid little background music of, this is a store.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
the music,
it's like
yeah.
Mall music.
I mean, sure, this is some standard, like, industrial corridor type stuff, but, like, there's a lot of detail here. Like, even though they're kind of, you know, copying and pasting some assets around, at least they're placing them really carefully and delicately, and, like, the vines growing over everything. Like, there's a lot more detail here than you would normally see in this kind of setting.
Even the vines, I mean, not vines. The platforms popping out of the walls were, you know, not just there, they actually moved down into position.
Yeah, like, you could... It sort of makes sense.
Looks like you're going to need a jetpack to get up there.
Or magnet boots.
Oh.
Well, it makes sense. Put the gate right where the player's likely to run into it and, you know, make them think a little bit. Like, then there's that moment of recognition when they see that exact texture somewhere else.
It's also a callback to players of the first game. Like, you know, they recognize that, hey, here's something that you recognize from... Oh, son of a... Come on. I can do this. Yes!
Come in.
Look, Amazon warehouse employees have to do this all the time.
Listen, I have some new information on our experiment's wherewithal. The thief was indemnified at Megacorp's Mactar Resort. Also, the thugs have towed a moon-sized jamming array into Mactar Resort orbit.
Should I take it out?
Affirmulous! It's disconfabulating our annual Galactic Gladiators broadcast. See for yourself.
Ask yourself, are you man enough, hero enough, insane enough to step into the ring with 2 of the fiercest warriors in the galaxy? If you answered yes, you're a big, fat liar. But that's okay, because Megacorp is bringing Galactic Gladiators into your home for a special Mega View event. First, it's survival of the fittest in our bio competition. Be there as Chainblade unleashes his fury on our Gladiator guest contestants. Chainblade has gone undefeated in 500 straight matches, but if the bio division doesn't do it for you, our robotics division will. Taste the adrenaline as contestants face off against our 4-armed bandit, the B2 Brawler. Brawler. No living creature is a match for this machine. Watch 6 tons of Carbonox alloy hunt for its prey. There's no consolation prize, cause this bad boy's programmed to show no mercy. So, what are you waiting for? Call now to bring Chainblade and the B2 Brawler into your living room. But put away the fine china. The Galactic Gladiators, only on Megaview. Call your provider now.
Chainblade, huh? I've got the coordinates. Ratchet out.
Now, the new kids on the block, they probably don't remember what pay-per-view is.
Classic.
Yes, it's the distant ancestor of streaming services.
This Sunday.
Please visit us again.
To view missions still available,
The media
press
landscape
select
is
or
constantly
R3 to
changing.
access your map,
And,
then press X
oh,
to
yeah.
open the mission screen.
You know, it's true. Like, they wanted to bundle this stuff in order to sell all the rest of their stuff.
I'm just going to fill up on my ammo here.
Sure, pocket change.
Yeah, by the end game it is going to be pocket change. Or I'm going to be spending more on ammo than some of my guns.
Well, that's true. Some of the late game ones, it is actually an actual amount of money.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we've got the plot book, but we could keep exploring a little bit.
I gotta say, I'm doing a lot better on this now that I've knocked the rust off with my previous playthrough runs. Because normally by this time I'd have died like twice.
Yeah, I mean,
is it about-
it is the early game. You don't have a lot of health. But that said, the enemies are not particularly aggressive, so I think if you keep your distance and just shoot them with your guns, you should be alright.
Yeah. Also, do not shoot friends.
And they're just minding their own business.
It's like, what if the floats at a kid's amusement park were actually living creatures?
Well, it's like Nessie or Dory. I mean, they've been doing this since Super Mario 64, right?
Oh, yeah.
I gotta say, the chopper's at its... because the chopper bounces off the walls, it's at its best in enclosed spaces.
It makes such a nice plinking noise.
Yeah.
So I guess this is somewhere you could have gone at the start. You just didn't.
Yeah, I went for the primary objective first.
Sure.
Oh, man.
Standard video
I was trying
game
to catch it.
plan.
Yeah, I was trying to catch a nice video of it moving, but didn't quite... the camera didn't spin around fast enough. And I wasn't about to try and, blind jump my way through it.
Yeah, that's...
Okay.
Messing with the camera while you're in the middle of a jump is a recipe for disaster. Fortunately, this camera plays pretty nice as long as you're willing to just stand around and fix it. It mostly does what you need it to do. I mean, especially in a section like this, where it's lining things up for you nice and good. Whereas you can just make that jump fine. Yeah, it's working.
Oh, I jumped too early.
Oh, was there stuff
don't
over
want
there
to-
you wanted?
Yeah, I missed... There's an alternate space for some extra stuff, so...
So something better than just money.
No. It's more enemies over there, and there's more money over that away. Let me just call up my...
Oh, map
see the
square
little
completion, of course. You gotta turn the whole map yellow.
Yeah, exactly. Especially the secret spots. But I do know that there's a skill point to come back for later and whatnot, so I'm probably just going to wind up doing a collect-a-thon video at some point, much later on.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate that this game's, completionism lies more in, going everywhere and doing everything more so than necessarily killing every enemy on the map.
Yeah, that would be difficult, especially since I think they respawn in some areas.
Sure.
But I do want to point out that having your nanotech increase actually puts out an explosion that injures enemies around you.
Oh, nice. Yeah, further incentive to keep fighting even if you're at 1 HP.
Because a nanotech upgrade does act as a refill on your health. And, ooh, wait. If I'm not picking those up, then I'm full on ammo. And of course, taking the scenic route so you can see off all the level geometry.
So it looks like the sticky water might make it so that if you're jumping between the moving creatures, you might be able to recover if you slip off. But if you're jumping on these tall platforms, the plants, that's not going to save you.
No. And it's like the water from the first game. You've basically got 2 free jumps out, and if you don't reach land on your 3rd jump, you're dead.
Yep. But you get to keep all your money and your experience, so you're still making progress anyway.
Mm-hmm. Very lenient on that sort of thing.
If everyone could take
Yeah.
their seats, we can proceed with today's demonstration. First,
Wow,
I'll need a
stuck the
volunteer.
landing.
Anyone?
He did undergo
Excellent.
commando training.
Your name, sir?
Ratchet.
And there you have it, the Megacorp tractor beam in action. Let's give it up for our volunteer. Sir, how about taking advantage of our show special?
I like how they maintain that, the scientist figure that keeps showing up and selling you stuff as you go through the game. It comes not the same character from the first game, but the same archetype.
Press circle to move
Yeah.
those
Oh, yeah.
items so you can scale the cliff.
Some good amount of continuity is nice.
So,
1,000 volts is nothing. That's fine.
This is the first skill point.
nope, I've already got the first skill point.
Platinum bolt.
Yep. So instead of progress, which is that way, which your eye is drawn to by the way the camera is set up and by having the health upgrade up there, turn around.
Well, they say the first one's free.
And here we go, the first platinum bolt of the game.
Alright, you know to be on the lookout for those now. They're out there, waiting.
And fortunately, Speedball is there to stand behind me with game facts and going, yep, and here's the next one, here's the next one. Don't miss that one, John.
It's pretty neat that they managed to make the tractor beam this small, like handheld. Like usually that's like a ship gun, isn't it? A tractor beam.
Yeah.
We really are living in the future.
Yeah, I guess part of it must just, use gravity to glue his feet to the ground. Otherwise, he wouldn't have the leverage.
Yeah, it's a particle beam. Don't worry about it. I mean, yeah, it's all that shiny orange stuff. I mean, hey, it was a simple demonstration, but it worked.
I mean, it got me on board.
Nice little sandbox, but hey, they're going to be working with that through the whole rest of the game, so...
Yep, it's a puzzle tool. It's a puzzle tool for platforming sections. And that is it for World 2, Oozla. I want to thank you guys all for Thank you guys for joining me, and any last thoughts about, the first freeform world?
It's a good start, but there's plenty of room to build on this from here, so we'll see that.
Yeah. That'll be